Okay, today we are going to see about the .NET framework. Yesterday we discussed this diagram. It is regarding the entire structure, entire the architecture of the .NET framework. Next, now we are going to see now what are the design goals of .NET framework. Why .NET framework was designed. Why? I told you already. Whatever .NET languages are there, all those languages, whatever Microsoft languages are there, all those languages were working independently. Means there was no any interaction between the languages. All languages were working independently. So Microsoft thought that there should be some interoperability between languages of the Microsoft, so that effective development can be done. So effective development will be created. By thinking that point in mind, by keeping that point in mind, Microsoft designed the .NET framework. COM technology means component object model technology. Okay. Whatever libraries are there, previously those libraries were different per language. Means C Sharp libraries were different, Visual Basic libraries were different, like that. Libraries were not common long back. That's why what Microsoft did, they made the .NET framework and took all the libraries, kept all the libraries in the framework and shared it in between the languages. Means .NET framework made class library available to all the languages of .NET supported. Okay, means library is available in the framework. That library, class library, can be used directly in any language of the Microsoft.NET. It is the first reason. Second reason is the language integration. Means what? Language integration matlab means you can easily embed code of other language into the current language. Means one language code can be used in the other language. The type of environment was created by the .NET framework. Simple development environment. Simple development. Simple development in the sense, if classes are common, you can easily develop applications. You need to study classes, all the classes only once. If you want to study once, then you can use those classes in anywhere, in any applications. Means development made easy by using the framework. Reliability. Reliability means .NET coding is more reliable. It is bug free, error free. Means .NET framework logic, whatever development you do, whatever projects you develop in .NET environment, those are most reliable. Means you can easily work with the projects. It is called reliability. Security. .NET applications are secured. Security in the sense, code is secured. Code is secured in the sense, when you uh, compile the program, you get the native machine code. That machine code is secured. This is all about the design goals of .NET Framework. Design goals, or if you want to know overall about design goals, first of all, they try to make class library common to all languages of .NET Framework. Means whatever languages are there in .NET, all the languages can use library commonly. It is first goal. Second goal, uh, they try to make the development easy by the common libraries. Third, interoperability. Interoperability means language can work together. Means you can use C Sharp with ASP.NET, C Sharp.NET you can use with ASP.NET, VB.NET you can use with ASP.NET. In that manner, multiple languages can work together to develop effective applications. It is called the interoperability. Language integration. It means the code of one language can be used in the other language. That type of language integration is available. More security is implemented. Reliability is implemented. If software is reliable, then only you can do the application. You can make the application. If software is not reliable, you cannot make reliability in the sense .NET softwares are standard softwares. You can believe on the softwares to make the applications. Because those are bug free. .NET softwares are bug free, error free. That's why those are most reliable. This is about the design goals. Next, base classes. Normally, classes are in the namespace. Combination of namespaces is called assembly. Assembly contains multiple namespaces. Namespace contains multiple classes and interfaces. Okay. Group of classes is called the class library. Means you can think over about interface also. Interface also included in the library itself. Whatever class library is there, it is base library. Base in the sense, this is the common. It is the root for all the languages of .NET. That's why it is called the base library. Okay. Next, system is the namespace which contains a basic library. In .NET, you have the system. You know, in Java, Java.lang is the default importing package in Java. It contains base classes, some initial classes. In that manner, in .NET, you have system namespace. System namespace contains all basic classes which are used for minimum applications, to develop minimum applications, minimum code applications. But the system is not the default importing namespace in C Sharp, .NET. You need to add that namespace to the program. How to add later on you will learn. Means there is no any default importing namespace in .NET. Everything you should include. System is the namespace which contains the basic classes to develop basic simple applications. Apart from system namespace, so many other namespaces are there. For example, you want to develop front-end back-end applications. For that, system.data is the namespace. Data library, data. The data contains so many classes and interfaces to interact with the backend. If you want to develop multi-threading applications, system.threading is there. By using threading, you can develop multi-thread applications. In that manner, you are having so many namespaces which contain class libraries. As per the requirement, you can use particular namespace. You can add that particular namespace to your program so that that namespace's class library can be used in the program. Means all the base classes of .NET class library are categorized into different parts. System.data, system.threading. In that manner, it is all the class libraries categorized as per their working nature. Next, metadata of .NET framework. Metadata. Normally, metadata, this word is used in the tables, RDBMS. Metadata means, if you talk about table, metadata means description of table, means table name, table columns names, columns data type, column size. This everything is called the metadata. Description about table. In case of .NET environment, metadata in the sense all the data types, inbuilt types, all the syntaxes inbuilt data types which are available in the .NET means integer, float, double, char, all these basic types are coming under metadata. References. References means what? Normally, .NET contains reference. The reference means somewhere object is there where your variable points to that object. It is called referencing. Some concept is there, some web services are there. You simply create reference to the web service. You can access that service through reference. Reference means just like a pointer to point that particular memory. You create references. For example, you are typing gmail.com. Gmail.com is not actual software, not the project. It is a reference name for Gmail software. Whatever project is there, Gmail coding is there. Some base homepage is there. Homepage. To that homepage, you are putting one reference, that is gmail.com. When you type gmail.com, you will get the homepage of the Gmail software. Gmail.com is the reference. In that manner, when you want to access some predefined services, you need to create the references. That reference will point to that service. So, with the help of your reference, you can access that service. It is called references. For example, you are creating object. That object address is stored in a variable. That variable is called reference. With that variable, you are accessing the object information. It is called referencing. Metadata means information, basic types, references, everything comes under metadata. Basic types means data types, integer, float, double, char, boolean, whatever data types are there, all those are coming under this metadata category. Multiple language integration. In .NET environment, you are having the facility of combining multiple languages to develop applications. It is also called interoperability. Interoperable. Multiple languages. In the sense, for example, when you develop ASP.NET applications, ASP.NET alone is not sufficient to develop applications. Along with ASP, you need to use C#.NET as a code behind file, or VB.NET as a code behind file. Whatever business logic is there, that logic you type in that C# or in Visual Basic. ASP simply manages design and some services. Actually, in processing logic, you develop in C# or VB. This is called you are developing applications by using multiple softwares combinedly. It is also called multiple language integration. You can develop applications by combining multiple languages.